I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no hoe. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no killer, but don't push me, fingers itching on that pole.
Hey, what's good, guys? Need cheap and fast Madden 18 coins? Check out coinstarhub.com and use code FLEX for 10% off at checkout. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex and I'm back here with another video. And the Dolphins made a lot of free agency signings and I hated a majority of them. That was a plethora. That's the first time I ever used that word in my life. Of Dolphins signings that I hated, okay? Yeah, well, I didn't really hate, but I didn't like them either, and I didn't like who we had to get rid of to get them, okay? But now there is one guy that is quickly emerging as my favorite free agent that the Dolphins got. Now, I can't build no dramatic drum roll because y'all see in the background who it is already. It is Danny Amendola. Now, why Danny Amendola? He comes in, he replaces Jarvis Landry, who was your favorite player, K-Flexing. Why would you like Danny Amendola? Because Jarvis Landry is the more talented player, but Danny Amendola does have something that Jarvis Landry don't have, and that's 2 rings. That is a know how to win, okay? Danny Amendola knows what it takes to win. Even if he wasn't the best player or wasn't an elite player on the Super Bowl winning team, even if he wasn't the greatest factor in the Super Bowl winning team, he's been around those people. He knows how they work. He knows about a winning culture, okay? And that is the key right here, and that is the key that I want to get to in this video, is a winning culture. Now, the Dolphins used to have a winning culture, okay? Now, I wasn't alive when they did, but it did. Well, actually, I was, but I wasn't watching football back then. Let me just break it down to y'all, okay? Don Shula was the coach until like 1995, okay? Back then, he set a standard of excellence so high, okay? It was crazy. No other coach was going to live up to that, but it was a standard of excellence that the fan base had got used to, okay? Some way, somehow, we done lost our motherfucking way, okay? Somehow, some way, the fan base, sometimes we be happy just being mediocre and whatnot. Oh my God, we went 8-8. That's not too bad type shit. It's like somewhere, somehow, we lost our sense of what it means to be a winning organization. We be content now with going to the wild card, losing first round. Like, we should never be content with that. So after Don Shula was coach, Jimmy Johnson was coach, but he couldn't get a Super Bowl. Even though we made the playoffs every year, he just stepped down because he couldn't get a Super Bowl and live up to Don Shula. And then you got, Dave Wanshit, whatever his name was, okay? His name was Dave, the next coach, Dave Wan something. And even he made the playoffs a couple of years, but guess what? That one year when Ricky Williams retired and we went 1-8 under him, and that was like 2014, he just went on ahead and got fired because we're not dealing with it. And I think it was really when Nick Saban came and was so trash with us. I think that's when shit changed, okay? Even though it was a couple of coaches between Dave and Nick Saban, but I think the Dolphins still had a standard of excellence. But then when Nick Saban came and he ruined us and we didn't get Breeze, and then he left with the Alabama, won national championships, left the Dolphins all alone, shivering in the cold, and then we ended up getting like Tony Sperano and some other people. Had Cam Cameron went 1-15. I think after that, when Cam Cameron went 1-15, I think we just lost the standard of excellence. We just said, F it. You say, you know what? As long as if we can go to wild card, we're straight. If we go 8-8, we're fine. If we, if we can finish second in the division, we're fine. That should never be how it is, okay? We need a standard of excellence in Miami. That's what every team has. You think Patriots ever gonna be happy going 9-7 or no? You're just not supposed to be happy. I mean, you're supposed to be happy if you make the playoffs or if you got a bad roster and you're not supposed to win. But if you're supposed to win, like I feel Miami Dolphins are supposed to do every year, you should not be content with being second in the division, okay? No team's gonna do that. Now, I say all that long, I went on that long soliloquy, okay, to basically say Danny Amendola is bringing a winning culture to the Miami Dolphins locker room and OTAs. As like, he goes crazy if he doesn't do anything perfect. That's what I heard, okay? He goes crazy. They call him bonkers because, he wants everything to be perfect because he's been practicing with a winning culture since 2013 with the New England Patriots, okay? He knows what it takes to be a winner, and that's one thing. Even if Jarvis Landry, like offensively, we didn't have a leader last year, and even if it was Jarvis Landry, they might have been skeptical to listen to him just because he never won nothing, like they never won nothing. But when you got a guy and Danny Amendola, who has seen everything, has been a receiver for the greatest quarterback of all time, and yes, I just called Tom Brady the greatest quarterback of all time, and that would be the last and first time you ever hear me say that. You gotta understand, you gotta listen to him. If you don't listen to him, you're an idiot, okay? So Danny Amendola is bringing a winning culture to the Miami Dolphins, okay? A standard of excellence to the Miami Dolphins, and I just hope that these guys listen to him and understand him and pay attention to him. I want him to be a leader. Now, Danny Amendola, obviously, yeah, he's injury prone, and that's something to be concerned about. But if he can stay on the field, and when he's in the field, I think he could help the team even outside of the football field, just with the winning mentality that the Dolphins need. That every team needs to be a winner. Like even the Pittsburgh Steelers, you don't ever see the Pittsburgh Steelers be trash for too long. Okay, they might have an off season or something, but you don't never see the Pittsburgh trash because they got that standard of excellence. The Cowboys got a standard of excellence too, and I don't know, bro. They kind of falling off. I just want Miami Dolphins to return into the glory days. The glory days of, that I never seen, but the glory days to where, 8-8 not good enough. 9-7 not cutting it. You know what I'm saying? If 9-7 make the playoffs, I'm straight. But for the most part, 9-7 not cutting. 8-8, we shouldn't be happy. We shouldn't be, oh yeah, we're going to the bye week 5 and 4. Like, no. I want to stand the excellence to where we not number 1, number 2. People are surprised, okay? And I know Danny Amendola is only one guy, but the mentality that he is bringing to the team, it needs to rub off on some of them other guys, okay? And then, even though he's getting up there in years, so, who knows how long he will be there, okay? If we can start winning now with Danny Amendola on the team and his mentality rubs off on us, because I know Tom Brady's mentality rubs off on him. If his mentality can rub off on the team, on the franchise, okay? And we can pick up some young people and he can tutor them, okay? Maybe we can return to excellence, but this is a step in the right direction. This is the first mini step in a lot of steps that the Miami Dolphins have to take to return to greatness. So shout out to Danny Amendola, bringing his winning attitude. Before then, we didn't really have no winners on the team, so I'm glad to have a winner. So, this Danny Amendola, I'm happy with the pickup. Even if, besides the on the field things, because I don't know what he's going to do on the field, I'm happy with his pickup just because he should be bringing a winning mentality to the Dolphins. Anyways, get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think of Danny Amendola pickup. At first, I was kind of mad because I love Jarvis so much. But now, I really do like Danny Amendola. And I really do like what he's going to bring, off the field. Even more so than on the field. Because who knows, Albert Wilson might be a beast. And who knows how much Danny Amendola is going to have to switch in and switch out. Because he can't play every snap. He's not durable enough. Amendola's not. But, so on the field, Jarvis is still better. But off the field, he got a lot he can teach the Dolphins. Anyways, I'm out of here. Also, pray for the Cavaliers tonight. Pray for LeBron James. And listen, I ain't gonna lie, they gonna get their head beat in. Oh my God, they gonna get their head beat in. Lord Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'm out.